Hey, what's up, everybody? Left off on 1996 Topps, Gilbert Brown in the Packers Team Hall of Fame set for the PSA Registry. So what I'm going to do is go through a couple more cards for the Registry set, and then also some upgrades I got in the mail, and then also some other cards I was able to pick up here in November that actually allowed me to complete a couple sets. So with that being said, we'll start out with 96 Packers Collector's Choice Shopko, Ron Wolf, in Gem Mint 10. This was actually a card that I had subbed, so you probably saw this on my last video of my PSA submission reveal. Got this in grade of a 10, which is awesome. This card's only a population of 8. Of course, Ron Wolf was the GM for the Packers from 1991 to 2001, and just was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 2015. So Ron Wolf, best known for his hiring of Coach Mike Holmgren, and after that the trade with Atlanta to bring in Brett Favre for they traded away one of their first round picks, and then also the free agent signing of Reggie White. Ron Wolf kind of credited with bringing the Packers back to relevance in the 90s after they were really, really bad in the 70s and 80s. So really, this is with this card being gotten, and then another card I'm going to show later, there's only 2 more cards I have left in the Team Hall of Fame set. 48 Bowman Buford Ray and 52 Bowman Bobby Dillon. So that set's coming close to the end. And then moving to a different one of the sets I'm working on is the All-Time Packers Registry set. Here we have 98 SP Authentic Ahman Green rookie card. This card is not in the Team Hall of Fame set because Ahman Green is in a Seahawks uniform here. The Team Hall of Fame set is actually 2000 Fleer Focus card, a card that I just requested be added a couple days ago. This card I have in PSA 9, Pop 114, 21 higher. So there are some 10s out there. I just haven't, believe it or not, just haven't seen one yet. Otherwise, I would love to pick this card up in a 10. Ahman Green was drafted 3rd round out of Nebraska by the Seahawks. Played with them 98 and 99. Then played with the Packers from 2000 to 2006. When he was with the Packers, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler. And of course, this card is a member of 2 sets that I have, or just the one set actually, the All-Time Packers set, just because he's in the Seahawks uniform here. But still a great card to have in PSA 9. These are, I actually subbed 2 of these and got 2 8s back, and they look pretty good to me. So definitely a hard one to get in a 10. Very susceptible to chipping and scratching on these surfaces. From the same year, we have a 98 SP Authentic Charles Woodson rookie card. This one I do have in a 10. Can be kind of a pricey card. Usually goes for 600, 650, 700 bucks, somewhere in that range. This card is a population of 22. He was drafted in the 1st round, number 4 overall out of Michigan by the Oakland Raiders. Played with them from 98 to 05. Then with the Packers from 06 to 2012. Then again with the Raiders 2013-2015. He was a Super Bowl champion with the Packers, Super Bowl 45, 9-time Pro Bowler, 4-time First Team All-Pro, 4-time Second Team All-Pro. Charles Woodson just has a ton of accolades. His stats are off the charts. He was Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Raiders. He was a Defensive Player of the Year, part of the 2000s All-Decade team. Also, in college, was a Heisman Trophy winner. So I think I want to say he's the only player ever to have won the Heisman, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and NFL MVP on the defensive side. So Charles Woodson, really, really happy to have this card. This one also goes with the All-Time Packers set, not the Team Hall of Fame set, because he's in a Raiders uniform in this card. Then going back to the Team Hall of Fame Registry set, we have Marco Rivera. This is 1998 Packers Upper Deck Shopko. Have this card in Gem Mint 10. This was a sub that I did myself. This card's only a population of 4. Marco was drafted out of Penn State. Played with the Packers from 96 to 2004. Super Bowl 31 champ, 3-time Pro Bowler, and he was 2 times an All-Pro as well. Marco Rivera. In that same year, we have Ryan Longwell, 98 Upper Deck Shopko. This card here, Ryan Longwell is not actually in the Team Hall of Fame yet. I just subbed the card at the time because I assume that he will be at some point. So I got a grade of a 9 on it. This card's a population of 2, only 2 higher, so not a lot graded on Ryan Longwell. But a neat card because I assume he will be in the Packers Hall of Fame at some point. All right, and then with that, I was able to get a couple upgrades in the mail from Troy, another guy who's working on the set. Reggie White, 1993 SP. Got this in Gem Mint 10 from Troy. Thanks, buddy. Really do appreciate it. I had this card in a 9, which I've since sent to Trav for him to enjoy. This one, for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to find, so I was really happy Troy was able to allowed me to grab this card from him. And then also, Troy sent up this 2000 Pacific Frank Winters, Frankie Bag of Donuts, in 8.5. This 8.5 is a population of 3, 2 higher. That Reggie White was population of 20, by the way. Frank Winters played his college ball at Western Illinois. Actually played for 3 teams before he came to the Packers in 1992. Played with the Packers all the way to 2002. Super Bowl 31 champion, and did make the Pro Bowl in 1996. These Pacific cards, for whatever reason, are also really susceptible to chipping and things like that. So, obviously, I'd like to find this in a 10 at some point, but it was an upgrade from the 8 that I currently had, which also went to Trav, by the way. So, those upgrades, much appreciated, Troy. And then a couple cards I was able to pick up in November that allowed me to complete a couple sets. Here we have 1964 Philadelphia Jerry Kramer. Was able to pick this up in Mint 9. Been chasing this card for a while. Population of 47, only 1 graded higher. And that allowed me to complete the Jerry Kramer basic set, which involves this card here, the 1961 Fleer Jerry Kramer. This one's pop 17, 1 higher. And then the 59 Topps Jerry Kramer rookie card, which I have in Gem Mint 10, which is pop 2 only. Yeah, it was pop 1 for a while. It used to be pop 2, then it was pop 1, and now it's back to pop 2 again. So I'm not sure why PSA does that, or what they might have been doing with the other card. But for a while there, I thought this was the only one in existence. But it's back to being pop 2, but still a pretty rare card, and definitely one of the cornerstones of my collection. So those three cards together equal the Jerry Kramer basic set. Right now, I'm currently have the all-time greatest grade in that set. And then another monster card I was able to pick up in November. 1955 Topps All-American Don Hutson in PSA 8. You can see the old label there. Pop 101, 22 higher. This card's part of the 250 greatest sports cards of all time list that PSA has. A very popular card. This was a very tough one for me to grab. Obviously, I didn't grab it till now. I lost out on this card 7 different times, I want to say. And just losing auctions. So, finally was able to grab one. This card's got awesome color to it. Slightly off-center, which is probably what made it an 8. Otherwise, as far as flaws go, a lot of them have, right down this orange area here, have like a yellowy kind of print effect that runs all the way down. I don't see that on this card. And the back is very sharp as well. No noticeable flaws. So I was really happy to find a nice looking version of this card. Of course, Don Hutson, stats are off the chart. Went to Alabama, played for the Packers from 1935 to 1945. Was a 3-time NFL champion, 8-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time NFL MVP. He led the league 7 times in receiving yards and 9 times in receiving touchdowns. Part of the 75th all-time anniversary team, part of the 30s all-decade team. The accolades just go on for Don Hutson. Of course, Don Hutson also has his number 14 number retired along with 5 other Packers: Tony Canadeo, Reggie White, Brett Favre, Ray Nitschke, and Bart Starr. So, amazing card to find in the grade of an 8. Don Hutson. Was really glad to finally find one. And last but not least, picked this up earlier this month. 1966 Philadelphia Don Chandler. Have that in a grade of mint 9. I want to say I picked this up at Mile High Sports Cards Auctions. I had this in an 8, and so I upgraded to a 9. Don Chandler. These 64 Philadelphia cards are just really good looking cards. I'm just a huge fan of all the Philadelphia cards. And it was a good opportunity to pick one up at a fairly decent price, actually. So it was a good upgrade to grab. Of course, this one, like I said, pop 4, none higher. Alright, well that's about it for this video. I think with the next video, I wanted to finish up the PSA Registry set with this video, but with all the upgrades and things I got, and I'm going to have to make another video for that. So I'll continue along with the rest of the 90s and into the 2000s. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.